What's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. How you doing? What's up, Mods again and Andres and Skippy? How are ya? I don't think you'll get away with talking that shit, Mods again. You will rue the day. Perhaps by Skippy's hand, since he seems to have killed you. How are we? What's everybody up to today? What do you had going on since I last streamed last week? What have you been doing? What have you been engaging with? What kind of media have you been consuming? Me personally, I just finished Ghost of Yote literally on Monday, and then today they announced a story DLC. So that was good timing. Got a couple months to not play it before the new story DLC comes out. What's up, Bill? What's up, Claude? How are we? I've been farming potatoes. That sounds fun. When life gets really complicated and things are really stressful, I want to become a farmer. You know, it's like I just want to go and till the soil and nurture the earth. And then you realize that being a farmer is like the most stressful job in the world and has the highest suicide rate of any job in the US. And it's like, oh, so there is no escape, is there? I've been a devourer of DBZA since it was mentioned in the Discord. Have you not seen it before? Are you watching for the first time? Good for you. If you are, good for you. Your latest video made me miss Japan. Well, that's great to hear, Nigel. I'm glad I was able to make it compelling enough for you to want to go back. I'm assuming you've been before. Thanks for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been playing 2 remakes that I have very mixed feelings on. Okay, so I know one of them is Halo. What's the other? Am good. Finished my classes for now. New classes starting soon. Can confirm. Grew up on a farm. Yeah. It sucks. You wake up at 5 and then break your back and then get yelled at until 10 only to barely break even. Yeah. Yeah, farming is the only job in the world where you have to work super duper hard for a full year and then hope that someone pays you for it and pays you well. Because sometimes the demand is too high and you just don't get paid well at all. Or sometimes crops fail. That happens too. Black Flag. What are you mixed about on Black Flag? I'm curious. Finishing classes is a great feeling. Congrats. Who said they first finishing classes? I'm good finishing my classes. You said that. I read it and then forgot about it. Congrats to finishing classes. What's up, Shoop? How you doing? Crazy that farming is kind of the only job we absolutely need. It's crazy that we do not support farmers better when they directly contribute to humanity's ability to survive and thrive. There's a lot of other jobs that don't contribute that way that make a lot more money or have a lot better job security. But what can I say? Israel needs bombs. Can't give money to farmers. Israel needs bombs. Ooh, I'm feeling controversial today. Matt, consider this 10 trillion more for AI, consider. I saw a meme the other day that kind of gave me a chuckle. It was someone pointing out that like 5-10 years ago when we were considering like electric vehicles more seriously, everyone was like, oh yeah, well we can't support electric vehicle infrastructure. We can't set up charging stations everywhere. And now that AI is a thing, they're like, we need to build 1 million data centers immediately. It's like, damn. Priorities of the elites are really something, aren't they? A real bitch, ain't they? This convo is making me want to watch Vinland Saga again. See, we all want the ideal version of farming, you know, where you get to just work with your hands, nurture the earth, grow something, see a direct result of your work, something seeded and growing and getting harvested. But the realities are much harsher. and it's unfortunate. I'm doing my practical driving test in a month. I can't wait for the feeling. The feeling of what? Oh, passing the test. Yes, indeed. When I was 16, I took my driving test and I passed with flying colors. I drove my mom's SUV for the driving test, and I passed with flying colors. I lost 1 point because I like merged too soon for a left turn. I like merged before the line broke where it was still solid. So I lost like 1 point there, but that was it. Other than that, perfect score. And then immediately after the test, immediately after they told me I'd passed, I got in the car to drive home with my stepdad, and I immediately backed my mom's car into a lamppost and busted up her bumper. Immediately, the first thing I did. I was excited, you know? I was excited. I wasn't paying as close attention to the rearview mirror as I should have been. But 16, that's incredible. I'm only 17. I don't know if the laws where you're from are different, but 16 is just the driver's license age in the US, so held it together just long enough. Yeah, I honestly, I was worried that the instructor was going to come over, like tap on my window, and I'd roll it down and they'd be like, "Yeah, you failed." I thought they were going to rescind my pass, but no, it was. My mom was mad. She was really upset, understandably. The worst part too was it wasn't a car she owned, it was like a lease, so she had to get it repaired. It was just some minor bumper damage, so she said if it was a car she owned, she wouldn't have worried about it, but since it was a lease, she had to get it repaired. The content they added feels very modern Ubisoft. They made Edward talk to himself a lot like the memes when he didn't in the original. Oh, that's. I have heard that the newer editions were not great, but that the meat of the game is still really fun. How do you feel about like the new combat, version? Is my camera too bright? It feels weirdly too bright. If I step it down a step, is it gonna look weird? No, that looks better. I think I had it on the wrong setting. Farming and mail delivery is very similar in that regard. Farming is thankless, body-breaking work. Grow something, overcome past trauma, make new lifelong friends, experience new traumas, realize you have no enemies. Farming. Don't we all want that? Isn't that what we all? I always imagine myself with an orchard. You know, not a field per se. I've always thought of myself as more of an orchard kind of farmer in my dream world where I become a farmer. You know, I imagine myself in a hazelnut orchard or an apple orchard. I think I'd be an orchard kind of guy, you know. Your twists are great, by the way. Thank you, Phoenix. That's very kind of you to say. I'm glad you like them. Private institutions that shouldn't be backbreaking work. People treat you like shit. People have an idealistic view of how your job actually is. Yeah, and it's tough too because there's so much consolidation in the farming world where like less and less land is owned by private owners, and it's incredibly expensive, near impossible to get into farming if you're not already into it. So that problem's only going to get worse. And also we're killing the soil that we farm on with our terrible growing practices. Chemical companies managed to convince people that they needed chemicals in order to safely grow crops with good yields, and that's just not true. And the chemicals they use have slowly but surely degraded the soil to the point that it's practically useless, and it takes very little for a crop to fail in those fields, and there's more and more weather events that are stressing crops out more and more. So less resilient soil is even worse than it would be on its own. I'm from the UK and you have to be 17 and up. Please forgive my baked beans and bread country. No, it's okay. That's okay. You can drink earlier than us, I think, right? In the UK, it's like 18 to drink. We can't drink till we're 21. I still don't drink. I'm 28, but that's a personal choice. I really like the new combat. It's still pretty head empty, but it's way more engaging at the same time. That's good. I was thinking I might eventually play that, but who knows when I'll be able to fit it into my schedule. Finally finished Ghost of Yotei. I finally finished the first DLC of Final Fantasy 16. I finished Echoes of the Fallen. I'm going to try to get to the other one later this week. My gaming docket is clearing. I've been hard at work at it for a little bit now, but it's clearing. It is. Although I did, well, I finished. Okay, all right. It was a give and take. All right, I finished playing Last Epoch, and then I picked up Diablo 4. So I just replaced one ARPG with another. I've been playing Diablo 4. I'm doing a paladin, and I have a lot of thoughts. 18 is a suggestion. My mate started at 14. I drink because it makes the bad thoughts quiet. You might want to find some healthier alternatives, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Mac, you would 100% be an apple orchard guy that rocks a flannel while he works. Dude, I would be the best apple orchard runner. In the fall, I would run like Halloween events, and I would let people come to my farm, and I would let them press their own cider, and I would sell cider. That would be so good, wouldn't it? That would be fucking lit. I was about to start a new game, and then Anno 1800 reared its head again. Most people I know started drinking at 15. I think underage drinking is much less of a thing in the US than it used to be. But I know a lot of people in the US used to start way earlier than 21. I have a lot of friends who were drinking at like 18 and younger. I love apples, bro. Mac, I'd buy your entire stock and down some cider. I love apple cider. Some mulled cider, some hot mulled cider. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. We want that. We grind for that. That's what we grind for. The hot mulled apple cider. I'm not drinking that right now. This is chai tea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that should be enough latency to allow someone to write chai tea in all caps in the chat, and then I can make fun of them if they're gonna do that. What's up, Kieran? How you doing? Got to do some peaches. Stone fruit orchard is good too. I you know, peaches, plums, apricots, even walnuts or cashews. I just want an orchard, man. Orchards are ballin'. After Germany and Japan, what's another country you want to visit? I am maybe going to visit Italy next year. Don't have solid plans for that, but it's something that I talked about with my travel partner. I think I'm feeling a strong Italy. I'm gonna get some pasta and pizza. Don't know where in Italy yet. I like to travel to small towns. I didn't do it when I went to Osaka, but I like to travel to smaller towns or less touristy stuff. But I probably would want to visit Rome at least once for like a couple days. What area is Italy? What area? Are you asking what area I would visit? Or are you asking where Italy is? Because I don't know what area in Italy. But if you need to know where Italy is, it's in the southern part of Europe. I want to visit Greece sometime. I'd love to visit Greece too. Greece would be great. Bro, I called it. No way. I've wanted to visit Italy for a really long time. What part? Yeah, I don't know yet. It's too early to say. What's up, Capybara? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. I appreciate that. If any of you have been to Italy, or if you're an Italy native and you have suggestions for where I could go, I'd love to hear it. You know, like I said, I'd probably want to spend like 2-3 days in Rome. But other than that, I would like to visit something more low key as well. Sicily is great. Sicily would be nice. I want to travel everywhere. I want to see all of Italy. Finished watching G-Witch with my wife earlier. The only Gundam I'd seen before was IBO, so I was expecting the end to be much more dour. Pleasantly surprised. Gundam series have like a really broad range of tones and moods. You have the stuff like IBO that is like pure suffering, but then you have stuff like what's the one called? Gundam G Gundam. Like G Gundam that is just pure camp. classic shonen vibes, practically fucking Voltron, you know. So it just depends on who's writing it. There's a lot of different. Same thing with then you have series like Build Fighters and Build Divers where everything is just made up and there's no real stakes and it's just like, yeah. Germany, Japan, and Italy. I'm seeing a common trend. Shit! I have to go somewhere else. I have to go somewhere else. Fuck. I'm going to finally get my Italian citizenship when I've been procrastinating on getting it for years and leaving your hotel walls when you go. Skippy's trying to escape the US. Can't say I blame him. I had no experience with Gundam, but I love building Gunpla. I'm more of a builder than I am a watcher. I've built a ton of Gundam, but I've only watched a couple of Gundam series. I've seen Iron-Blooded Orphans. I've seen Witch from Mercury. I saw G-Quox. I watched Hathaway, but I haven't watched the second Hathaway yet. I did watch the 1978 original series, and I watched Zeta. I started to watch ZZ. I started to watch ZZ, but I haven't finished it yet. I do want to like work through and watch all of them, but some of them are just like not that great. Especially the older ones. The problem with a lot of the older ones, I would say, is that they were like clearly designed for like an episodic structure, and the pacing is kind of off, you know. I have a package here for DD Nuts. Could you sign here? What's the second D stand for? I got to make sure that's for me. I prefer to build model kits than watch Gundam. I do as well, but I like Gundam. I like the Gundam series. But anyway, like the pacing on like Zeta's really strange, where it has like mini stories in between rather than telling like one consistent story. And I don't know, I feel like storytelling methods have evolved a lot to the point that a lot of older anime, like in the 70s and 80s, struggle to tell stories as coherently. And so sometimes the plot threads were just kind of confusing. But also some of it's just really funny. Some of it's just really goofy. Like my favorite bit of Gundam so far that I've seen is just Quattro Bajina as a character in Zeta. Just Quattro Bajina existing is just so funny. We're working through Unicorn Gundam now, but the hour-long episodes are a little rough sometimes. So that's one I've heard really good things about. So I want to get to that one eventually. And I want to get to Gundam Thunderbolt, because the Gundam Thunderbolt OST is fucking nuts. I'm gonna pull up one of the songs and probably get a copyright strike for it. But I'm gonna just for those of you that don't know about the Gundam Thunderbolt OST. You gotta hear this. Oh, it's coming. Oh, Lord, it's coming. This is mecha anime. This is mecha anime music. It's mecha anime. Imagine mobile suits fighting to acid jazz. Like, I have to get to Thunderbolts eventually, because that's sick. That's all I'm going to play, because I'm going to get copyrights claimed, but there's a lot of really sick Thunderbolt tracks. I prefer Kamen Rider, but I'm currently in build. This is like every track in the Big O. I haven't watched that one. Is Witch from Mercury a good way to get into Gundam? Yes, it is. Witch from Mercury is a standalone story. It doesn't connect to the rest of the greater universe. And it's a really good story. So yes, Witch from Mercury is a great starter. So is Iron Blooded Orphans. G-Quox, I wouldn't say is a good one. If you haven't seen the original 1978 Gundam anime, G-Quox doesn't make sense. You have to have seen the 1978 series to understand the 2024 series. G-Quox makes no sense if you haven't seen it already. But Iron Blooded Orphans and Witch from Mercury both are great as first series. Kamen Rider is awesome. I haven't really watched any Kamen Rider stuff. I know people like it a lot. You can prosecute me, but I'm a Gundam LARPer. I really do it for my older brother who's obsessed. There's no shame. There's no shame in that, I don't think. I've been building a G1 Michigan kit. It's not a Gundam, but the process is close enough that I reckon it counts. Well, they're Bandai kits. I assume you're using the Bandai kits. I have the Lander kit from Armored Core, but I haven't built it yet. And I really wanted, I sent Bill a picture of this. It's fucking crazy. You guys, the what is it called? Balteus? Is that what it is? Balteus. Yeah, this thing is fucking insane. This model kit. This Balteus model kit from Armored Core. Holy shit, it's cool. Holy shit, this thing is cool. Oh my god. That's fucking awesome. It cost $700. I can't justify it. I want to, but I cannot. My soul is filled with avarice. That's such a good way to put that. There's a lot of good Armored Core kits, actually, that I want to get. That has to be a 1/100 at that price, right? 5 inches. Yeah, that's 5 inches. No, this is like a 1/144 size kit, and it's $182. Really? That's shockingly expensive. So I have this one. Oh, it's a 30mm kit. They're not Gundam kits, but they are Bandai, but they're 30mm. So I have this one. I haven't built it yet, but I have this one. And I just want to get the rest, honestly. Because they're all good. I'm a little miffed that the Steel Haze one is $180. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I can get it for a better cost from someone else. But like they've got a Wrecker on here. They have a couple of the trash mobs, the Orbiter model. Wait, hang on. Which one do I have? Orbiter Nightfall. I think I just have the regular Orbiter. I have this one. They got, what was this guy's name? It's not Wrecker Circus. What was his name? They're sick kits. I want them all. That makes you feel like they're con exclusives. That could be. So the model kit for White Glint is shit. Armored Core White Glint model kit. It's $100. I don't think I know this kit. This isn't from Armored Core 6, is it? I'm an Armored Core LARPer. I've only played 6. That thing's pretty cool. I want the Worm Boss. That would be a crazy model kit. If you could get that in like a... No, even a 1/144th size would be huge. Well, actually, Armored Core shells are... What are they called anyway? What are the Armored Core? I'm gonna call it a shell. Armored Core shells are smaller than mobile suits, so What's the lander scale? Will it say on here? I don't think it does. I just know sizes based on like Gundam terms. So in Gundam terms, like a 1/144th scale worm boss would be a fucking huge model still. AliExpress is good for the 30 kits from oh, it's from 4 Answers. It's an AC4. See that's the only other Armored Core game that I actively want to play. To all Gundam builders that make stuff like that, I salute you for the time and effort on making masterpieces. I've been building a perfect grade kit for the past like 5 years. And by building, I mean pulling it out every like 6 months, building a little bit and then putting it away again forever. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to like get motivated to build, or actually finding time for it is the bigger issue. Is there even a good way for me to play Armored Core 4 Answer these days without an Xbox or a PS3? I think it was on. What's up, Preston? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. I appreciate that. We haven't started playing the game yet. I've just been waffling. I'm out here waffling like nobody's business. Just working out. Getting swole. Watching a Captain Mack stream while getting swole. I mean, I know I could do an emulator, but like trying to emulate certain console games comes with like a whole host of like troubleshooting that I kind of just don't want to deal with. I played AC6 and like one multiplayer match from one of the older games at an after-school program in my youth. I don't know which one it was, but it was my Grail game. I liked Armored Core 6 a lot. I actually still kind of need to return to it because I never like pushed into New Game Plus and did like the alternate storylines. But I liked that game a lot. It was so funny how like I struggled so much in my first couple sessions of Armored Core, and then I got the chicken legs, and it was just over for every enemy I saw. Yeah, it's so funny how getting like the right loadout for your play style just makes that game so much easier. Okay. We should probably get into some letter lost. If you were, oh god damn it. If you were not here last time I streamed this, it's a post office simulator with a little bit of goofiness going on. A little bit spookiness, a little bit of scariness. There's 2 New Game Plus cycles with new stuff. I highly recommend. I know. I need to do it. I need to do it. I just haven't. I think I'm beginning to realize. So initially I thought the way this game would work is that I would like play through a story while trying to like solve puzzles and like break out or whatever. I think it's a little bit different than that. I think it's going to be because I played like 1 week. Oh, this is wrong. I played like 1 week of the game and then it like reset at the end of my last stream and like sent me back to the beginning of the week. So I think the way that it actually works is that it's essentially just the post office simulation part that will remain unchanging, and it's going to be like a simulation with an escape room element to it. Like I have to try to escape the room I'm stuck in while also managing the work. I've been trying to make cool mechs, but everything cool has really high energy cost. You gotta find the cool stuff you really want and then sacrifice everywhere else to make it work. Why is this dude making quotes about postal workers? Why is this post office so important to this town? It's like I'm the heart of the economy in this place. Doesn't really make sense, does it? Also, this game kind of takes forever to load, so we're gonna be sitting here a minute. Still so mad that my friend who went to Japan brought my roommate back an AC kit, but not me. I would have brought back several model kits from Japan if I hadn't had better sense. Because I was like, there's going to be so much other stuff that I can't get in the US that I'm going to want to bring back. I'm not going to have room for a model kit. And sure enough, I did not. How does the mail get anywhere if you're told you can't go anywhere? I'd like to believe someone else is delivering stuff, but I just don't know if that's true, you know?
Good morning, rookie. All rested up and ready for your big first day?
Don't you mean my second week?
No. Pretty positive I meant first day. I slept pretty hard the second. Male labor is no joke.
I swear we've had this exact conversation.
Sounds like you had a wild dream last night. Pretty common, those new job jitters.
Finally got myself to 137 pounds. It's been rough trying to gain weight. Oh, you're trying to gain weight? Well, congrats. That's fantastic. I wish I was 137 pounds.
Center yourself. Your first day at Carnum Isle Post is a
But I'm higher than that. I don't need to gain weight. I am a letter on the wind. Watch how I soar.
Whatever you say, rookie.
I hate you, Liv. I hope I get to kill Liv at some point.
Before you begin today, I have something very exciting to tell you about.
Is this game just cursed to make me spill tea or something like that? Somehow my tea just like leapt out of my cup and got on my glasses. And that's on my shirt now. How did that even happen? This game somehow is causing me to spill my drink. Because I spilled my entire cup of tea last time. I shouldn't have even made tea for this stream. I should have gotten a ginger beer. Gaining weight is so fucking hard, especially if you're tall. It used to be for me. Now I feel like I have to be a little more smart about what I eat so I don't gain weight. Not that I gain weight easily, I wouldn't say. I just don't want to gain weight.
By popular demand, the Carnum Isle Post is relaunching our state-of-the-art mail service helpline once again.
What is that?
It's an automated phone line you can call anytime during your shift, with a variety of useful functions. You can input an incident code given to you by your supervisor, but most importantly, you can raise or lower the amount of mail you receive.
How does a phone... Where can I find information for the helpline?
I left a note by the phone with all the details. Be sure to grab that and refer to your... Would you look at that? Nearly time to open. I'm sending Amon over to give you a refresher on how to process the mail. The fresh air would do him some good, and I know he'd be so excited to see you again.
I don't... You know how to process the mail.
We're incredibly lucky to have a new post officer with this much experience. Regardless, Amon sure would enjoy seeing you again. Shall I send him over?
If this is my first day, how would he see me again?
Did I say again? My apologies. The week before you arrived was tiresome. I may have misspoke.
You're such a liar!
See that you do. The poor fellow needs the support of the community in these trying times.
Take olive oil shots with every meal? No. Do you still have his key? Yeah, well, I opened his cell, and I found some notes to himself.
It would do him a world of good. In the meantime...
I'm like slightly convinced that I'm Amon.
And if it ever gets to be too much, just remember, it was your choices that led you here.
Do you think this post office is like some kind of supernatural prison?
Good luck. Talk soon.
So hang on. Need help? Call the mail service line 6245. How do I use the phone? 6245.
Greetings, name of valued employee.
And welcome to the Carnum Isle Post Automated Mail
Is this Liv?
Service Line, or KIPAMSHSL for short. You may access the following commands:
Kipamshal.
mail controls, report an incident, other, or end call.
Mail
You
controls.
selected Mail controls. Here, you can increase and decrease the amount of incoming mail or restore mail amounts to their default values.
How do you
How would you
control how
like
much
to
mail the
proceed?
customers bring in?
I'm sorry, I cannot process this command for someone of such limited rank and experience.
Oh, this
Please
is
choose another
definitely
option
Liv.
or work harder
This
to
is
improve your
definitely
status.
Liv. How many Skippy job jokes have been made yet? Not a ton. What's up, Grimmy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Default may please take a moment to consider if you view yourself as an employee who values a challenge or an employee who settles for the bare minimum.
Consider yourself an employee who settles for the bare
Your
minimum.
moment of reflection has concluded. You may access the following commands.
So I think, like,
No need to say this option out loud.
I feel like if I want to, like, really get in there and solve all the puzzles, then I have to. Oh, hang on. Mail to drag shallow mail must be stamped return to center. I think I caught that. I feel like if I want to, like, solve the escape room and get out, I have to reduce the amount of mail that comes in. But that means less money. And what am I going to do without money? I stamped that wrong. I stamped that fucking wrong. I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm never going to get any money anyway because I'm an idiot that just makes a bunch of mistakes. Oh, how could they have hired such a stupid mailman? Such a foolish mailman. Oh, good God, they're going to dock my pay. Yeah, I know. Fuck you. Screw you. Go to hell. West Vale. Go ahead and stamp it. What the? A guide to male wrinkles. Like the wrinkles of a male or the wrinkles of male? Because I know a lot about male wrinkles, let me tell you. Oh, that's not very helpful. What is a wrinkle? Because of the ever-changing nature of the island, our postal workers need to make adjustments to their routes and stamping protocols. In this book, we will outline such protocols. Okay, I think the rest of these haven't unlocked yet. Districts are often punished for reasons that don't concern you. When that is the case, give them the dignity of stamping their mail and then destroy it with as much malice as you can muster. And then shred it. What dystopian world is this where the people of an island get punished by having their mail destroyed? This is closer to my current job than my old one. I'm real Skippy. I'm real Skippy moding. I'll add one to the pile. Hey Mac, why are you playing a game where you LARP as Skippy? Because I wanted to understand what it would like to be to be a pathetic wagey. Sometimes we must remind our citizens that postal privacy is a freedom we are happy to allow them to enjoy. Open their letters without penalty and process as normal. You are not required to read the letters, but you are required to let the citizens know that you could have if you wanted to. Open affected letters, then process them as you would any other letter. Pen pals. How many of these are there? Carnum prides itself on creating opportunities for our citizens to connect. Every now and then, our Postal Pen Pals project allows mail to be sent without an address, and the resident postmaster is tasked with choosing where to send it. Use your address book or island guide, select a recipient, and process the mail properly to keep our community happy and connected. Can I just send it to anybody? Can I send all of the mail to one person? Can someone curse the tweaker from last night? I have a killer headache today, and I'm 80% sure that it's from that. Where is Bill when you need him and his magical abilities? There's got to be someone in the millions of lurkers that I have watching this stream who is a witch that can cast a curse for you. Someone out there. Same kind of world where a night in a cold, wet dungeon constitutes a day off. You don't think so? Sometimes large swaths of the island become unavailable. It is not your job to know why, but it is your job to process their mail. Stamp effective mail with the white return to sender stamp. Letters go in their return to sender chute. Packages can go in the normal package chute. Okay. Got it. Waste Vale. That's not Amon. A beautiful face suddenly appears in the glass. Her gaze is neither vacant nor focused, but some mix of the two, like sand mixing with seawater. Welcome. How can I help you? Do you have something to mail? Today is a sopping day. Have you seen them? The clouds. Their bellies aren't full, but they hang so low. The sky is hard to see from in here. Is your sky not the same as my sky? It doesn't wake you, soft blushes of dawn, and sing you to sleep? I don't get out much. Now how can I help you? Oh yes, forgive my speech's wanderings. I am Sedna. I am in need of aid. You give things to those that need them. I have this, a gift for an admirer. An admirer, exciting. You can drop in that slot there. Exciting? Oh, maybe. They're so elusive, but our eyes have met twice or thrice. It does make my heart pace. Maybe exciting, yes. That's nice. They are like a tautog skipping between the kelp. Sometimes hard to know if you've truly seen them at all, but then I am that way too. I can curse them in four languages, 5 if you count French. French doesn't count as a language. It's basically guttural grunting. This gift will bring us closer to one another, to see each other more clearly. I do not know where my admirer sleeps, but if I know their heart's true, they will follow my footfalls. You will give it to them when they arrive? Of course. Do you know this person's name? I only know their unwavering spirit and strength they bear. It is discernible at first glance. Thank you, gift giver. I'll leave you before the sea returns to her bed. I remember this lady from the demo. The package she gives you is wet. It doesn't have an address on it. And when I opened it during the demo, something slid onto my arm and stayed there. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to touch it. And we'll see what happens. I have to be really careful about throwing these packages, because I know that I can destroy them if I'm not careful. But I also really don't want to walk all over the way over there just to drop off a package, you know? I have better things to do, like figure out how to get the fuck out of here. I didn't scan it. Why did that throw that one such a short distance compared to the rest? Okay. Let's go organize that mail truck, because I had a lot of leftover mail last time. Oh, for once I don't have like a million packages that I can't even put on here. This one can't be touching a broken piece of the pouch. Does that count? I'm sure that's fine. Is that everything I have for today? Is that all the packages right now? I guess so. I have more days with the truck this time than I did last time, don't I? Last time I only had the truck for like... I had to wait several days to get the truck. A gray-haired spear of a woman strides through the rain, bedecked in jewelry and furs. The rain dripping from her once proud hat. Each drop that hits her face seems to twist her scowl further, until she finally steps under the awning of the post office. Ahem. How can I help you? Is service always this leisurely? Sorry, I'm new to this job. Of course, fate would saddle me with the inept. There should be a package for me on your left. It's addressed to Blythe, Matilda Blythe. I'll go check. I know there's no packages over there. What's up, Yusuf? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for liking the stream on your way in. I appreciate that. Return promptly if you can't locate it. I detest sloth. What if I gave her the wet box? Can I give her the wet box? I'm going to try giving her the wet box. Anything? I have one here for an elusive admirer. Is that supposed to be you? Well, obviously. How romantic of him. If anyone knew how to keep the spark alive in a marriage such as ours. Goodbye now. This was delivered by a young woman. Matilda has already left the window with a package that was surely not intended for her. It's okay. I just want her to get attacked by whatever eldritch horror is in that box. I'm okay if it's not her box. I'm even okay taking a penalty for that. That's fine with me. Giving her a wet box sounds like sexual harassment. That's definitely not. How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Why do I look dark now? I looked too bright earlier. Now I look dark. People need to see how white I am. I need to be bright enough. They must know how little I go outside. Someone makes their way slowly towards the customer window with a confused look on their face. Their eyes dart back and forth, scanning the outside of the building, and they seem startled when they see you staring back at them. Oh, I didn't expect to see anyone. Apologies. Who are you? I take the mail. I'm just the postmaster here. Nobody important. No. Who are you? Just a simple postmaster trying to make their way in the world. I fear I'm not asking my question correctly. Let me be more specific. I'm looking for a much deeper answer. Look inward and really put some thought into this. Who are you, metaphorically speaking? I'm a bird migrating an unfathomable distance to an unknown land. I'm a fish eternally swimming upward, yet never finding the water's surface. I'm an unknown insect inside of a cocoon, waiting to learn my true nature someday. I'm a mammal hibernating for the winter, hoping that when I wake, the world will be better. I'm going with the fish one. I'm a fish. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. The surface is there. You'll find it eventually if you keep going. You see the latest One Piece chapter? Yes, I have. This is the most British game I've ever seen. Really? You think so? The only thing that will prevent you from surfacing is if you give up. Don't forget that. That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. Wait, what is this place? How did I get here? Who are you? Have we met? I work here. Oh, you work here. What a relief. I see I'm at the post office with a letter in my hand. I assume I'm intending to hand this to you. Thanks and goodbye. Thanks. No capybara answers? Did you ask me a question? Where did all this mail come from during that short conversation? Jesus. I'm out here delivering mail. What the fuck do you want from me? A powerfully built woman walks towards the window, all tight sinew and muscle. You can practically hear the restrained strength. I've talked to this woman before. Hey, package is sent. Here. Name's Brielle Coteau. You get a lot of people through here, right? Sure do. Have you seen anything strange lately? Plenty of strange. Strange, like people who don't belong here. People who seem like a fish out of water. Pretty xenophobic of you. You get all kinds of people in here. Anything that stands out to you? Woke up in a dungeon, climbed out into a closet, the dungeon door disappeared, and I'm stuck here. Anything else? Did you read about the drowning last night? Drowning? What drowning? It's in the paper, though I guess drowning on an island isn't that strange. No, that's great. Can I borrow your copy? Sure, someone drowning is great? That's not... Look, will you grab me the newspaper or not? Sure, let me get it. I don't need it. Maybe it's because of the way you narrate. You know, how's that a female? Look at the tooth necklace. Teeth necklace are not male specific. Do you have the paper? Here you go. Thanks. I owe you one. I'll be back in a couple days. If you see or anything else, let me know next time I'm here. Bye, Brielle. Drag Shallow Bay. Slayers Inc.? They got demon slayers in this town? I gotta find a place for that on the palette. It's really easy, actually. Mac, will you play KCD2 since you finished Yote? Almost. Almost. I gotta finish the Final Fantasy 16 DLC. I keep forgetting to... Hang on. I have to make a phone call. How do I... 6105. Phone does not ring. Instead, its seemingly endless wave of sensations wash over you. You grip tightly to the surface in front of you in an attempt to maintain balance. Did I just call the cum line? Did I just call the phone number that makes you cum? So, Preston, to answer your question, almost. We're almost there. I'm gonna finish Final Fantasy 16. I just have one DLC left to play, and it's like less than 15 hours from what I understand. So we're almost done with that. And then, and only then, I will continue playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'll have enough off my plate then. A cacophony of sounds you cannot interpret racks your ears while images and thoughts flash past your ears. Tastes, smells, agonies, joys, and other more unfamiliar sensations collide forcefully against you, leaving your mind reeling. You cannot say how much time passes as the flood of sensations wraps itself tightly around you, embedding itself directly into your skin. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, the flood vanishes, leaving behind what you can only describe as a deep, unfathomable nothingness. That's just like how I feel reading Demon Slayer. Will you stream it on the Discord? Maybe. I might, sometimes. Someone forgot that Demon Slayer ending discussion. And by the way, I forgot, but you mentioned in your video the reincarnation Sanemi scars as well. I did? I forgot about that. That makes sense. I'm not surprised that I did. The silence stretches out before you in all directions. Its vastness just as overwhelming as the flood that came before it. Hello? You hear the question emerge from the mouth and reverberate out into your surroundings. The emptiness of the void swallows your question, then spits it back out in the form of countless echoes. Each echo bounces around you again and again, distorting bit by bit until you don't recognize your own voice. You struggle to remember what you even sound like as the echoes fade away into the distance. Attempt to hang up. The vast nothingness around you collapses inward, coalescing itself into a tightly condensed point of singularity around your mind. I'm still here. Hi, Green. Final Fantasy isn't a real game just because Green thinks it is. You're kind of right about that. It pauses for a moment, then explodes into an immense burst of blinding light. You flinch away, throwing up your arms and slamming your eyes shut in anticipation of pain, but you're surprised to feel nothing at all. Open your eyes. The sound of steady rain and cracking floorboards fills the air around you. When you open your eyes, you find you're back in the post office. You blink in confusion, barely recognizing your surroundings as if it has been years since you were last here. You wonder how long you were standing with the phone up to your ear. A tingling sensation emerges at the base of your skull, and you feel a thought forcefully implanted into the recesses of your mind. This is a completely normal job on a completely normal island. I should finish working so I can go back to sleep. Damn, I thought it would give me like a clue for what I need to do or something. Okay, there's nothing else inside the safe. Is there anything going on with this TV? Is there any mail that needs to be sent? Any packages? Oh, the day ends. What do you mean kind of right about that? I mean, let's be real, Green. Come on. Do you have any extra thoughts on the end of Golden Sun? Have you started Morning Star Victra? No, I haven't started it yet, and my only thoughts are sad. And I don't want to discuss the ending too much because I don't want to throw spoilers at people who might eventually read it. Specifically Green, who I wants to read it eventually. Even though she has no plans to read it, I'm now implanting the expectation that she will. Eventually. After God Emperor. Pliny got what he deserved. You get what you fucking deserve! Does it still just have a bunch of letters in it for Amon? Yeah. Shit, wait, hang on. I have to go collect all the other stuff again. Hang on. I don't remember where I got those letters with like the poem about some bullshit. Post office history. Writing this book is faded and illegible except for the following passages. Notable moments in post office history. The 387th annual Carnum Isle mailing competition. A grueling challenge to see who could earn the most money in a single day. In third place, Postmaster Marzeliax earned $826 by In third place, by heroically shipping all the items in the bathroom, including toilet paper, to the Carnum Memorial Hospital. What a shame the hospital had been closed for years and was unable to accept such a generous donation. In second place, the postmaster known as Capricious Muse earned $860 with a clever piece of art. Over the week, they lost their mind creating a beautiful painting with $860 worth of packages and shipped that instead of fooling our automated mail scoring system. When asked for comment, they responded, "Liminal void, it beckons." I can say the same about this. She has to. You're playing Final Fantasy, a fake game for her. Well, okay. I played Final Fantasy 16 for her, so she would play Claire Obscure Expedition 33 for me. And how is that going, Green? or that Liv is secretly your hot stepsister. What? No, I will. My hope is that the game will build up to me killing Liv. That's the hope. In first place, Postmaster Nanashi bent space and time itself to earn $1,020 in a single day. It is currently unknown as to how Nanashi earned this much, so they have relocated the penance chamber for questioning, and we will have an answer eventually. Some say you can still hear their screams echoing through the mailroom today, but we assure you that's just the new ventilation system, and we recommend ignoring the sound. The first puzzle, Call Me Smashly, was the first to successfully solve the breaker box puzzle. Many eggs were broken. It was unclear if they were sunny side over or easy. Socks can be thanked for why everything is nailed down. Put that back, Socks. The first achiever, the first to see it all for now. Papaya has looked in every corner, dug through every mystery, and has come. Are these actual players? Early postal pitfalls. In the early days of the post office, we were not yet established enough to offer such robust care packages for our employees, and death on the job was a commonplace incident. Most common deaths included, but not limited to, accidentally shredding yourself, impaled or trying to escape through the customer window, sending yourself through the pneumatic tube, locking yourself in the safe deposit box. I still haven't booted FFX back up, so I'm still committed. When are you committed? I actually don't intend to pressure her at all over that. I just think it's fun to make fun of her. A little bit. Sometimes you just don't have motivation to play a game, and that's okay. Did you have such a nice dream? Who asked me that? Who are you? Ugh. I don't like that piece of art. Hey! Stop closing my fucking doors! Mail to Wistfale must be returned to sender. Okay. Wistfale. Wistfale. Whistvale. Whistvale. Drag shallow. Drag shallow. Okay, I have to remember which ones are which now. I'm like gaining more letters while I'm stamping. There's a lot of mail this morning. Like, what the fuck? Where's all this mail coming from? Today's gonna be a busy day at this rate. Oh my god! Can you guys just let me finish this stack before you add more to it, please? I thought I heard another one drop in. I was gonna lose my shit. Oh, it was close. I almost sent that through the wrong window. Hang on. I'm busy here. Fuck, there's more mail. 2 more letters? Jesus. Oh my god, there's so many packages. A mustache gentleman makes his way through the rain. This is the news guy. There's a fever in his eyes. His gestures are sharp and his movements frenetic. Good morning, new steward of letters. I, Albert Wick, have come to congratulate you on your new interminable role. Inform you of one of the many perks that come with such an auspicious role. Hi, Albert. I already know all about the newspaper. The newspaper is a very primitive and outdated form of communication. Oh, he's not a newspaper man anymore. I, dear steward, work for one of Carnum Isle's most ancient, hallowed, and venerable establishments. Wait, you just said that mail's out of fashion, but then you said your business is ancient? I'm here on behalf of the Carnum Isle radio service, and we have a very close kinship to your own place of work. You deliver mail, we deliver information. I'm here on behalf of the Carnum Isle radio station. We have a very... You just repeated that. Did you get a new job? I worked for the radio service for as long as I can remember. I simply wish to tell you that Conham Isle Radio Service is proud to offer you state-of-the-art radio listening device displayed proudly on the counter behind you for your listening pleasure. If there's anything you should be pressuring me over, it's watching the video that shall not be named. I mean, at this point, the video is like so old and I've gotten so much better at making videos that like, I kind of don't care, you know? It's like, you're missing out on an okay video when I've made much better ones since, so. Mind if I ask your opinion on that song I requested you listen to? It's Other Bill, by the way. I liked it. It was a nice song. I enjoyed it. So hang on. Bill. You go by Bill Thaxton on Discord, Claude on YouTube, and Doug Dimmadome on Patreon. You have to realize that until recently, I didn't know Doug Dimmadome was you, and I certainly didn't know Claude was you. I thought you were all different people. I've seen the one part at least. True, you have seen that. I assume you're talking about the Kobeni car part. It's given in honor of the sibling-like nature of our organizations and free of charge. Isn't that exciting? And who should I mail the radio to? You're mistaken, dear steward of letters. This radio is yours, free of charge, for the entire duration of your positively prestigious postal employment. Which, as I'm told, will be long and fruitful. Congratulations! Did you play Dead by Daylight before? I've never played Dead by Daylight. Well, I've played Dead by Daylight like once and I hated it. I like aliases, they're fun. You're asking if Bill is playing Silksong? The opening animation that you teased on Reddit. Oh. That is one of my best animations that I've done still. The Chainsaw Man animation was peak. After that, I fell off. Anything else I can help you with? Anything else I can help with? Nothing else. That's all for now. Ah, well, I must be going. We two bear the whole world on our shoulders, don't we? You delivering mail? Me information? It's a terrible burden and a glorious calling. Best of luck, my spiritual sibling. Let not the rain batter your will. When's the mole gonna show up? Where's my mole brother at? Oh my god, there's so much letters today. Did they just give me another one? No. Oh, this is for Brielle. Okay, well. Get a better hold on to that for her. My muscle mommy. Fuck, I might have broken that. Wistfale. Wistfale is going to return to center today, yeah? The worst part of doing the packages is that scanning takes so long. If scanning didn't take so long, I could burn through these packages a lot quicker. To Loth Hills. Where did I get those other letters that I need for information about solving the switch puzzle? I don't remember where those came from, which is makes it a little difficult. Put that there. We should try to put the stuff that I don't need to worry about so much in more difficult places, you know? Like that one. That's a very difficult place. No more letters right now. A woman waits at the window, anxiously clutching a stack of envelopes. I'm so sorry to bother you, but I'm Lillian Lennox, and my daughter Amara has gone missing. I've been searching everywhere for some sign of her. Has the young lady been by? What does she look like? She's very small with auburn hair, and she likes to wear in 2 braids. She was wearing a patterned black and white dress last I saw her. I'm sorry, I haven't seen her. That's all right. I don't think I could have made it all this way by herself. I had some flyers. She got the flyers. Just send them to whoever. I'll be happy to. I can send them out right now. Shit. She gave me a phone number and I did not. I was skipping through the text, so I didn't pay attention to it. Where's my address book again? Here we go. Send one to the tattoo parlor. I don't know. I sent them to like logical places last time, and I think I'm just gonna send them anywhere this time. The flower emporium. The water treatment plant. Maybe a water treatment plant to senior daughter. You know, you just never know. What if I sent them all the Wistvale addresses and they all got sent returned to if they all got returned? Male butchery. What the fuck did I just pick? As you approach the window, a silhouette of the waiting customer darts to the left, out of sight. Ah! It's the mole guy again. I was just about to ask where he is. Oh, the other Bill. The other Bill. Not Bill Nye. Opinions on JJK. Hot takes on JJK, please. I'm so sorry. I only have very mild takes on JJK. I think it's fine. I think it's entertaining. I don't think the story or characters are anything to write home about, but it's fun to watch. You lower your guard for a moment, but a moment, and in a flash, you feel a sharp stinging sensation in your neck? Is the mole guy drugging me? The tiny hairs on your neck stand on end as your body freezes in place and thoughts race through your dulling mind? What is this, snake bite, venomous bug, or poisonous reptile? What the fuck? The mole guy is poisoning me now? A sinking feeling lurches within you as you begin to accept the severity of your predicament. There's a blurred movement and your foe reveals himself. You are at the mercy of nature's fiercest predator, the riddle mole. You again? Seriously? A rush of cold surges forth from the mole's venomous fangs and spreads through your body like a tidal wave. You feel your lips move as you... Wait, is he talking right now? Is this his dialogue? Did he not poison me, but just narrate himself poisoning me? I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think they yap too much during the fight. They do spend too much time explaining what's happening instead of just showing it. It has a problem with... not being able to visualize what's going on. Mack mastered the art of critical analysis on media. I wanted to hear Gojo or Sukuna slander. I wanted to get you into that rabbit hole with me. I'm sorry, Yusuf. It's a very tame series to me. I don't think the writing is offensively bad. I just don't think it's very good. But it's entertaining enough that I don't get bored watching it, you know? You feel your lips move as you try to call for help, but no sound emerges from your throat. You are trapped. You now have but one choice: to face the long dark that stretches out in front of you. So he didn't poison me. He didn't poison me. He just narrated himself having done so. Isn't that just a shonen thing? Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't say. Not okay. Green. Let me. You don't know enough about JJK. Let me put it that way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a character named Hakari who has an ability that is so complex that it required an entire double spread page of explanation in order to educate the viewer on how his power works, and even then people still don't know how it works. Most shonen don't do this. Most shonen don't do this. I don't know enough about shonen period. Well, it's a range, you know, it's a range. Every series has some level of like, let me explain how this works, you know? Every series has some level of like, narrator needs to step in and explain what just happened. But some series do it better than others. There are some series that do a really good job of making sure that you can tell visually alone what exactly is going on. There are others that take entire pages to explain what just happened. JJK kind of bounces in between, where sometimes you don't need any words at all to know what just happened, and other times you need to spend 4 minutes explaining what happened. Imagine if Iraqi had to do this. King doesn't make sense. Matt, oh well, people get it or they don't. It's funny. Most people's reaction to that Hockaday thing I just showed you is to be like, okay, I don't know how his power works, and that's okay. And that's me. I don't know how his power works, and I'm like, yeah, just tell me what happens. I don't care anymore. I'm thinking it so far. I've just been a bit of a preoccupied with classes. I dislike the down attack. Oh, you're talking about Silk Song. I remember HSH and Naruto having heavy mid-fight dialogues, but JJK is another level. Yeah, JJK is like... It's so funny. There are some episodes where like the animators had to find a unique way to animate the information getting presented, because in the manga, it's just several pages of nothing but text, essentially. Yes, I'm trapped or whatever. What's my riddle? Patience, my little morsel. Your demise will come in due time. And this time the stakes are higher than ever. Every wrong answer will be deducted from your paycheck. How does he have control over my paycheck? You're not only fighting for your life, you're fighting for financial stability. How are you deducting money from my paycheck? A mole never tells his secrets. Answer carefully, or you will never physically or financially recover from this failure. Do I get money for guessing correctly? Ah, I see you've been studying the way of the mole since we last met. Moles have been known to fatten their prey as they stalk them. They provide a temporary gift in exchange for a permanent curse. Moles don't fatten up their prey. Where did you hear that? Silence! Blasphemy will not save you here. First riddle. I can only be caught, but never be thrown. What am I? A cold. Correct! Your fingers twitch as the mole's fangs sink deeper into your neck. Images begin to appear in your mind. Brief flashes of your existence flittering in front of you. Friends, family, loved ones, your eyes dart back and forth as you watch them fade from your thoughts. Almost as if the mole was feeding on your memories. This guy remembers me. He's the only guy so far that seems to remember me. Be glad you sleep upstairs, otherwise I'd be afraid of him tunneling under the post office and taking you, bed and all. The mole man can take me. I don't want to be that guy, but I really didn't like JJK ending. Hang on, don't put ending spoilers in there. Don't put ending spoilers in the chat. Let me just read your message before I read it out loud. Okay, good. You didn't say the ending. All right, that's fine. I know the ending. I just didn't want you to spoil it for others. See, JJK has a problem where I feel like I like it a lot until pretty much right where the most recent season ended. Literally, like after the Okotsu fight, I don't like it. It's just like downhill from there. Like that's the peak, and then it's just downhill. Like this. I think after how good the last season was, I think people are going to be shocked by how how nonsensical it becomes from here on. Didn't the best part just end? Trans woman arc is over, no? How do you know she's trans? You're not going based on appearance, are you, Green? Have you ever actually seen a mole? They exist in my every waking thought, dream, and nightmare. You merely learned to fear the mole. I was born into that fear. Second riddle! What can travel great distances without ever leaving its corner? Corner? Travel great distances without ever leaving its corner. A stamp. Correct! A haze sets in over your eyes as the flashes of memory begin to appear further and further away from you. You strain to focus as your vision as they fade away, but your vision blurs until the world around you dissolves into a dull gray. You near the end of the road. Will you succumb to the venom, or summon up the strength to postpone your doom once more? Seriously, you should change careers and write mole fan fiction. Your current battle for life and death is not fiction. It is a nightmare, and one that you will not easily escape. And besides, the market for mole fan fiction dried up years ago. Third riddle! It peaks at a certain fight, not now, but it'll be ruined because they make it into a movie. I disagree. I believe it peaked where I said it peaked. Sorry. I am 2 in a corner, but 1 in a room. 0 in a house, but 1 in a shelter. What am I? The letter R. 1 in a room, 0 in a house, 1 in a shelter. Is it gonna be the letter R? Seems like it ought to be the letter R. I did read Modulo. Have you seen Mo and Krill from Deadlock? No, I haven't. Correct! You scream as you're jolted awake from your deep slumber. Your heart threatens to burst forth from your chest as you struggle to catch your breath. Are you alive? What happened? Where did the mole go? Your hand dodged to the back of your neck where its fangs pierced your skin mere moments ago, but find nothing. A cold draft pushes its way through your window and sends a shiver up your spine. It was only a dream. You let out a sigh of relief and slowly lower yourself back into your bed as something catches your eye. Is that a bloody ball print on the floor, or just a trick of the shadows? You shake your head as you close your eyes. It was only a dream. Or was it? Danger over. Back to work. Can one ever truly know that all danger has passed? The most dangerous things in life are the things you never suspected until far too late. I'll be ready. Can't wait. Your words echo into the void around you as you realize you've been alone this entire time. Was it a figment of your imagination, or the manifestation of your fears come true? You may never know. Sleep tight, friend, for it may be your last. Okay. Bye, Marlboro. Westvale. Stuff going to Westvale's return to sender today. That's all I need to know. I hope no one rings that damn bell for the rest of the day. I think I've gotten a lot. For God's sake, can a bitch do some work? It's been customer after customer today. I'm not going to get anything done. It's Sedna again. The strange dripping woman has returned to your window. She sways slightly as she waits, like invisible waves wash against her. Hello. It's nice how the sky and sea continue to flirt. Venturing out is much nicer when they do. It's foggy again today, yes. I've just come to check on my gift. Did it find its way? Yep. Mailed it. 1,000 thank yous. I want to leave it on the shore and let it find its way to her, but I thought she's of the land, so I should use the land's methods. Can I ask, who is this mystery admirer? Oh, she began coming to my shores a fortnight ago. She broods and stalks the rushes and reeds like a hound, then watches the water with a dutiful eye. We're aware of one another, but have yet to speak. That is where you come to aid. The gift should lead her to me. Wow, a romance for the ages. Romance? I had not thought... Maybe that could be. I will have to think about this. Thank you, gift giver. Safe parting. She's going to be fucking an old woman by the end of the week. All because of me. You're welcome. Please, no more customers today. Just let me stamp my mail and try to solve this stupid puzzle. Oh, come on. Did I fuck something up? I didn't hear the buzzer. That must be you. Ah, perfect. I needed this. No, but I need that. Just wanted to close the... Okay, so obviously, I'm pretty sure this relates to this. For fuck's sake, can you people leave me alone? I'm trying to solve the fucking escape room over here. Yeah, I'm coming. Psst, hey you. Is there something I can help you with? I'd like to send this letter, but very discreetly, if you catch my drift. What do you mean by discreetly? I don't want anyone to see that I sent this letter. If I just sort it now, nobody would know. Hurry up and get it sent before someone sees. Okay, I'm on it. I need to run. Remember what I said? Discreetly. For fuck's sake. How many goddamn customers am I gonna get today? And there's so much mail coming in. Holy shit. Dude, I just cleared this stack. I haven't even touched the packages yet. Or, well, no, I did. I haven't touched the truck yet. Okay. God, for God's sake. Oh, I did do the packages already. Never mind. Okay, we're good then. Now, let's see. Where did I find the letter with, like, the instructions related to the... Where did that come from? Does anybody remember? I already got into the safe. I don't remember what was in there, honestly. Tea. When did I get this? I don't know when I got this. Okay, well that's perfect then. That gives me a reference to work with. Post office should be a bustling hub of downtown Westvale. Here are the proposed changes to bring in more business. Use the design blueprint for visual reference. Sauna under the freezer. Freezer, gloves on for safety. Pigeon housing, birds need to go up. Community garden, keep off the grass. Kitchen for that perfect over easy egg. Penthouse towards the top. Weight room towards the bottom. Nursery separate to keep volume down. Separate from what? I don't understand how these... Man, that student center always has the weirdest hypnosis that they should up their budget. Mayor announces sunny day initiative. Good luck, brother. Isn't not being sunny kind of this place's whole thing? Oh, I got all kinds of money now. I should buy some upgrades. Maybe a record player. Erasable stamps would be nice, just in case. Unseen assistants would be good too. I think magnetic mail is really going to be where it's at, though. That was like all of my money to buy that. Totally worth it. Gay marriage was made legal in Japan not too long ago. No, was it? Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon is a source of evil. Dan Schneider. So true. Japanese anime is too afraid to make any gay characters canon. Maybe Ymir from Attack on Titan, but it's still weak. I always thought Steven Universe did it with Garnet, but after rereading it, they felt afraid also. There are actually a fair amount of gay characters in anime. It's just not a lot of mainstream anime that have gay characters. Which I had to tell you, I have some gay characters. There's a whole lot of Yuri and Yaoi out there, let me tell you. I appreciate that you don't let your religion make you feel like you need to control the lives of others, Yusuf. Not everyone feels that way. Fucking $100, baby. I'm fucking rich. So somehow this relates to the electrical switches downstairs. I know that it does. Looking to find me. I left instructions high up and out of sight. When you find those, this image should help. So these are the instructions. Here are the proposed change notes to bring in more business. Sauna under the freezer. So it feels like this reflects the changes that are listed here, but somehow this has to indicate the right order to flip switches in. Don't step outside. Don't forget your father told you don't matter. No, it's worse this week than it was last or before that. This letter's your lifeline. You wrote this when most of you, we was still here. Read this every day. Do the bare minimum and hold on. There has to be a way out. Oh gosh, I had no idea I was so far behind. Oh, did you get my hypnotist joke? Is about the mole guy. Hypnotist. Oh, that's what you were referring to. Okay. Fujimoto has a lot of gay characters too. Yeah, for sure. It's becoming more frequently seen in anime. I mean, I don't think people understand. Like, if you're not like really into anime, I don't think you'll realize just how crazy it is that Witch How to Tell Ye has 2 male gay characters who are not like stereotypical caricatures, who are just regular gay people, and it just doesn't make a big deal out of it at all. Like, it's just normal. My religion teaches being humble and respecting people's choices, but I don't approve for me or my family to indulge in it, but I never treat someone poorly because of their life choices. Well, that's good. That's nice. Okay, so I thought flipping in the switches in order from like the rooms that are listed would work, but that didn't seem to work. So what else would it be? Who is Amara, by the way? Should I try my original solution again just to make sure I didn't screw it up the first time? I'll try making a code out of it again. So if the sauna is 6, 4, 3, that would be 5. 6, 4, 3, 5. Kitchen would be 7. Penthouse would be 1. Weight room would be 8. Nursery would be 2. 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1, 8, 2. So this is what I tried last time and it didn't work. So I don't think it will work, but I can try. Is there anything I can see in here using my... Oh, hang on, I just saw something. Eight seven three five two. 87352? Eight 77352. Writing that down. 87352. It's possible that could be a code to... I think it is. No, it wouldn't be, because then the first part would be pointless. 87352. I don't think that's related to this. But I'm not sure. It did say that she left like a note for me on high. Left instructions high up and out of sight. I made a code out of that diagram. It doesn't have a code by itself, so I don't think that's related to this. I've already called 6105. It didn't do anything for me. I wish the flashlight would stay on. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's intentional. It's really annoying that it constantly switches off. Chorus / Steven Universe suddenly get mentioned in a gay relationship, making it feel disrespectful, like they're afraid of it. Either fully supported or stand the backlash or don't mention it. Yeah, I agree. Korra especially was so weak for like throwing it in at the end and then just like not really acknowledging it. Like, bro, just go whole hog. Go whole hog, brother. Go whole hog on that gay shit. Letters to Drag Shallow Bay must be opened. Can I open it from here? No. Try to pick it up somehow then. You've given yourself a paper cut. Nice. This is a notice from Westville Public Library. So then what? Then we stamp it like normal? Oh my god, I'm getting so many letters already. And now I have to open them too. I want to read them. I want to intrude on people's privacy. But I have to get through all these fucking letters. So many. And they're dropping more. They just keep dropping more. And so many of them need to be opened too. Ain't no letters for Westvale today. Oh my god. Every time I take a letter, it drops a new one, I swear. Why is the music so intense today? What's going on? Oh my god, they just keep fucking coming! They just keep fucking coming, mate! They sent me more while I was waiting. The lamp still isn't fixed. What will it take to get this corrected? The lamp is very sentimental to me, and I can't turn it on. It might as well be trash. Oh my fucking god. Can you people chill for a day? No more letters. For one day. You people don't get to send letters no more. Do you fucking hear me? Westvale. Do I still have to open... Okay, just letters, not packages. No packages need to be opened. Thank God for that. Yeah, why is the music so intense? What's going on? This feels like a very, very intense day of mail sorting. What the fuck do you want? Oh, it's her again. Said no, waits, he wants more, just as dewy as ever. Hello, how's the form? The form is good, I think. The waves push us together once more. Well, I do work here. Yes, this is how I knew to find you. I sought your company. Today has been heavy and gray for me. Is everything all right? This place is difficult. Your customs are so different from mine. I tried venturing inland and smelled something exquisite in one of your shelters. I tried to enter, but I was chased out by a man complaining that I had not covered my feet. He said I needed a thing called shoes. I asked for some, but he was unkind and asked me and closed me out. How rude. I'm sorry that happened. The music reacted to hearing Jan Schneider's name. Yes, I know about Dan Schneider. Rad Chad on YouTube made a similar point with autistic characters. These types of characters should be written as characters that are autistic and not autistic characters. That's for sure. J.K. Rowling trying to force an LGBT representation to get ahead of her transphobia type move. I think her name was Rebecca Sugar, the creator of Steven Universe, and Brian, the creator of Korra. What? Yeah, I think you're right. I don't understand why you bring up their names, though. Thank you. I will know for next time. I wish the other people were as kind as you. I'll have to find some shoes. Don't I have like a... I have a pair you can take. I have a bunch of shoes in the upstairs area. Oh, what fortune! I know there's a reason the waves push us together once more. Wait here, I'll go get them. I have like a whole box of shoes upstairs. Oh. Yes! All the shoes are nailed down except for this pair. Here you go! Amazing! You are a giver in all ways. I'm happy to help the shoeless. Now can I help you mail something? Mail? I don't think so. Most people who come here do. Just coming to talk isn't okay? Yeah, we can talk. She's more normal than the mole guy, so. That's sweet to hear. I was hoping you'd want to speak with me once more. Our conversation is nice. Most people just drop their mail and leave. It's nice to have a chat every once in a while. Most days I hear the chatter of gulls and grumbling of crabs. People are different. When you speak with a trout, you know be wanting or needing something. People hide their wantings and expect you to know them, like they've shown you an answer unspoken. I bet the birds and fish are better company than most people. Well, trout are big bullies, and when they're hungry are mating, and most fish are too fleetly minded to have a proper conversation, and gulls don't care to listen over their own gab. A lot of people don't either. Aha, you're right. Perhaps birds and humans are more similar than I thought. Well, I won't swallow your day. Thank you for the company. Did you watch iCarly, Victorious, Zoe 101, and The Amanda Show? Yes, all of the above. Good shows, except for The Amanda Show. I didn't really like that one as much, but the rest, classics. Jesus, there's so much fucking mail. I didn't even finish the packages, did I? The mail today is crazy. Didn't finish this one. Fuck! I might have broken that. That sounded like I broke it. Yeah, I might have broken that based on this. Yeah, broke that. Well, shit happens. If you don't throw it full force, it just drops onto the ground sometimes. So what happens when I hand you this letter? I stamp it, sort it, then get it sent out on the delivery truck. Well, that's not very exciting. Anyways, here, take this, and do try not to lose it. It's not my fault mail is a bit boring. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm never going to get to the truck, am I? How is there so much mail today? I just heard another one drop in, didn't I? No, I didn't. I always think I do. I don't know what sound I'm hearing that makes me think I'm getting more letters, but I always think I do. How do I rotate them? There we go. Does that count as a broken part? We're about to find out. Ah, Christ. Can you people leave me alone to do my goddamn job? This is the same person. Have you heard scratching late at night? Can't say that I have. Probably nothing to worry about then. I hear it in my walls and it keeps me up all night. Here's a letter. And forget I even brought it up. All right. I am officially saying the letters can wait. I need to get this mail truck sorted or I'm fucked. I'm telling you that. I'm fucked if I don't get these letters, this mail truck sorted. All right. The truck is sorted. The packages are sorted. Now we can do the damn mail. Oh my God. Having to open the mail is really a time killer. How many fucking letters have I sorted today? Okay, all right, okay. Now we can look at this for a minute. I think the game might pause when I'm in this menu. Mailman is going after her. Rank the following human beings. Who is Liv? I don't know who Liv is. What's with this Charles Manson ass town? It's a totally normal town. What are you talking about? Okay, I wrote down some potential codes. So 6, 4, 3, 5, 1. I fucked that up. 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1, 8, 2. That's incorrect. So then let's try 8, 7, 3, 5, 2. I just had an idea. So we saw the code on the ceiling. It was 887352. What if it's based on this list? So it'd be nursery first. So then the code would be, I'm going to put it in terms of numbers. It'd be 2. And then 7 would be the weight room, which would be 8. 3 is the pigeon housing, which would make that still 3. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the kitchen, which would be 7. And then 2, which is the freezer, which is 4. 2, 8, 3, 7, 4. Fuck! How do I solve this shit? Did I just hear some mail drop in? No, I didn't. Liv, your boss in the game. Oh, I forgot about Liv already. Yeah, I hate her. She's evil. So rank the following human beings. Okay. I guess I would say Dan Schneider, because awful as he is, he's not a mass genocider. Then Hitler, and then Liv is the worst person on that list because she's fucking irritating. I think that's a fair ranking, isn't it? I lost $3 of that damn deduction. Fuck. Okay, what? Okay. So then if 87352 doesn't relates to this puzzle, what else could it be related to? Use the design blueprint for a visual reference. When you find those, this image should help. Mac, if you had one wish, but the genie is weird and it has to involve being stepped on, what would be your wish? It has to involve being stepped on. I guess I would wish for the CEO of YouTube to step on me before going into YouTube's back end and prioritizing my channel for everybody's feed and making me the next Mr. Beast. Or I would wish to be able to travel and stay in any country, anywhere in the world, anytime that I want. But whenever I enter a new country, I have to be stepped on by one of the inhabitants. That'd be worth it, right? Would you want to be the next Mr. Beast? What would your content be if you had 400 million subscribers? I just do the same shit I do now, but I'd get paid a lot better for it. I'd bitch about anime and video games and make travel videos, but I'd be make a lot more money doing it. Being the next Mr. Beast doesn't entail making Mr. Beast videos. I just want the notoriety. He dreams of abandoning us, chat. We would be lost in the unwashed sea of Mr. Mack fans. We wouldn't chat like this no more, though. You guys are working behind the scenes to keep me small, aren't you? You want your small streamer that you can talk to whenever you want. You don't want me to be successful or make money. You hate me. You wouldn't be like flying over the world and buying obscene manga and models? I mean, yeah, I would. What's wrong with that? So, okay, flipping the switches in the order on this list doesn't work. The number that's on the ceiling doesn't indicate which switches to flip first. So then what do I do? Would you still ruin manga book club if you were as big as Mr. Beast? I would pay people to keep the manga book club going. What does it say? Beggar? Hang on, there's a bunch of phone numbers down here. Is this someone forgetting the actual number? What if I do 6235? I didn't notice that these things might have something on them. I really just want like one more. If I can get like one idea, I can start the next day for like how to solve this, but I don't have any ideas for how to solve this. Mac, when's your birthday? February 30th. The book club was a self-sustaining ecosystem before you came. I'm sorry! I didn't mean to kill it. It was an accident. It was an accident, damn it. Here are the proposed change notes. I feel like somehow the change notes are supposed to move the rooms around, and then that maybe changes the order that you flip the switches. But I don't know. Would you guess mine? It's very unique, no joke. February 29th. Sauna under the freezer, gloves on for safety. Pigeon housing, birds need to go up. Community garden, keep off the grass. Kitchen for that perfect over easy egg. Penthouse towards the top, weight room towards the bottom, nursery separate to keep volume down. It feels like they're already in the positions they need to be in. This visual guide refers to the proposed changes that are listed here. So I wonder if I had to figure out the original positions, but I don't think I can reverse engineer that. 6/6/2006. Wow. You're Satan. I don't know. I have to keep thinking about it. I don't know what to do about that. Hang on, the did you have a nice dream thing just popped up when I pressed E while in bed? Maybe if I keep pressing E, I'll get more stuff. What do you want?
Another day in postal paradise. How's the week treating you so far, rookie?
Let's get this over with so I can get back to work.
Before I let you go, I have a few words that I think you'll appreciate. An encouraging mantra to get you through the rest of the week, if you will. You are the sum of your choices in this place. Resist the urge to change your true nature and accept who you are.
What the fuck does that
A
mean?
package can't change its stamps, after all.
Are you telling me to not be a better person?
Well, I won't keep you any longer. That's all I have for today, rookie.
She didn't answer!
Now get out there and make me proud.
She didn't answer the damn question, the bitch! Letters to Duluth must be opened. Send blank mail anywhere to connect our citizens. It's going to Drag Shallow then. Drag Shallow is the new anywhere place. No, I'm not done with that. I'm not done with that one. Okay, so read first or it'll get auto sorted away. I almost grabbed a stamp without looking at what that was. What the fuck was that? That was an aggressive looking letter. I think I should probably stop to read some of these open letters because I think the game pauses when I read anyway. What? You said I could send it anywhere. Oh, I didn't label it, did I? I didn't put an address on it. I just put a stamp. Letter had no address. God damn it. I was supposed to find somewhere to send it. Top 5 manga for you, Mac? I really don't have a top 5. Sorry, I know that's not a very satisfying answer, but whenever people ask me that, I just don't have an answer. I don't keep a list. I like One Piece, I like Golden Kamuy, I like Berk, I like Vinland Saga. I like Witch Hat Atelier, I like Dandadan. If I talked about it in a video, then it's probably in my top 5. Unless I talk about it negatively, like Demon Slayer. Restart. Nah, not worth it. Oh, come on. Why did that spin? Why are these spinning when I'm throwing them? Stop it. Get some help. Okay, that's it for packages. We can go sort the truck. Put this fucking shit anywhere. Doesn't fucking matter where. Okay, a lot of volatile packages today. No problem. Nothing I can't... Wow. That's it? Okay. I've sorted all the letters. I've sorted all the packages. We're done surprisingly quickly today. I haven't even seen anybody today. Fuck! I ruined it by mentioning it. Haven't watched Golden Time or read it. Hey, how are you today? Great! I'm so happy for you. We're sorry to hear that. I was listening, to be honest. Here's a package. Can you get it sent for me? Yep. Sorry, gotta run. Thanks. You know, I appreciate this guy not talking, like, at all. The less chatty the customers are, the better. So I can get back to work. Let's see. I was seeing if there was anything else hiding that I could catch with this old black light. You got any cum on the ceiling around here? There's a couple books in here that I haven't read yet. I don't know if any of them have any useful clues, but what haven't I read? I read Arms of the Man, I think. Did I? I don't think I did read this one. I also don't know if it has any value. The tall lady. Hang on, I have a package for you. Brielle's returned a package in hand once more. The confidence she exudes seems earned, as though she is overly familiar with the denizens lurking in Carnum's fog. Hey, package is sent here. Nice to see you again. That for me? Yep, here you go. Thanks. Hey, like we talked about, seen anything strange in the last couple of days? Anyone who speaks oddly, has strange mannerisms, doesn't seem local? Who do you work for? The Island Bureau of Weirdo Investigations? Guess I could rebrand as the Ibwi, but no. Why do you want to know? There have been some deaths in the area. I'm looking for the thing that's causing them. Oh, she thinks Sedna's drowning people. You mean the drownings? You're working the case. Wait, she didn't even know about the drownings last time I saw her. Yep. So you have anything useful I should know? I can't help you. Sorry. I'm going to protect Sedna. She's nice. I like her. Whatever. Consider this a courtesy warning. If someone like that does come by and they give you something, don't open it. No, I gave it to an old lady. Don't worry. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen to her, but I gave it to an old lady. That old lady was rude too, so whatever happens to her, earned. I'm supposed to open Duluth Hills stuff, right? Dear Arlene Atherley, my mother will be so pleased you enjoyed it. Truth be told, there's not much to it. You just need a can of sweetened condensed milk, 3 cups of chocolate chips, a dash of salt, and a splash of vanilla. Melt it all together and let it... Hang on, I'm still reading that. And let it cool in a dish until firm before cutting. I like to leave a few pieces out for the back step for the possums. Whatever that is, that sounds great. Send it to Ablus. Send blank mail anywhere. Okay. I just realized I thought I might have fucked that up for a second. What? Why did it give me that letter alone and not the whole stack? Did I just fuck something up? I might have just fucked something up. There must be... something I'm missing, I feel like. I feel like I have to solve the electrical switch thing. That's I think the only thing I can do right now. What the fuck? Why can't I pick this up? This is the only thing I can pick up. I have to solve the switch thing, but I really don't know how. This is a confusing puzzle. I really think the game is building you being so that you're dreaming or dead. I think I'm Amon. I think Amon is me, and I'm a confused boy. Media is art. A lot of it is just different, not really subjectively better than each other. That's why I struggle to say anything when people ask me like my top 5 manga, or my top 10 or whatever. Because I like a lot of different manga for a lot of different reasons. I would say equally that One Piece and Golden Kamuy are both like my favorite manga ever for very different reasons. So I end up kind of liking them equally. I really don't know what to do about this. I have to blow my nose. I'll be right back. You must have a preference, though. I pretty much just said I don't. Like I said, I like them both for different reasons. Like the things that I love about Golden Kamuy aren't necessarily things that I get out of One Piece. Similar, the things that I love about One Piece are not things that I get out of Golden Kamuy. So I love them both highly, and there's things that each of them are doing that is better than the other in a way that makes it hard for me to like one over the other. It's like having a favorite food, right? Yeah, like there's lots of food that you like, and for different reasons. I like MHA as a shonen more than JJK, but I just JJK more because of the fandom and its brain dead agendas. You like or you dislike? See, I don't really consider external forces like that when I'm determining whether or not I like something. I don't pay too close attention to like fandom discourse or agenda or whatever. I focus much more on the thing itself. Looking to find me. I left instructions high up and out of sight. So these are the instructions. I'm so confused. Centralized main exit once you're done. Once you're all done. So hitting this switch like resets the whole puzzle, right? So it has to be the last switch that you pull. But which one do you pull first? How about you rank them based on how well written they are? I would say Golden Kamuy has better writing, but it doesn't make me like it more than One Piece. And what is the code on the roof? 87352. Fuck, no, I'm trying to do something here. I can't even see the numbers. I'm just pushing buttons. Nope. I think that the phone only takes 4 digits, so the 87352 isn't going to do anything on the phone, I don't think. But a bitch can try. Made $100 that day. Damn. Do the letters to Amon have any puzzles? If I spend another day fielding complaints from Matilda about you, I'm going to lose it. I know you've been here a while, but you're starting to slip. Write yourself a letter to help remind yourself who you are. Read it when you feel yourself forgetting again. We need to talk about your performance over the last 3 weeks. You've been ignoring my phone calls, scribbling numbers all over the walls, and God knows what else. Get it together before something bad happens. These are all from Liz, I think. Liv, sorry. Dear Mon, blood in the janitor's closet, really? What? That will never come out. You're playing with fire. There is no escape. Just give up. I like FMAB more than Vinland Saga, but I think Vinland Saga writing is more appealing to me. I would agree. If returned, did I miss anything? I'm still trying to solve this damn puzzle. Still trying to solve this damn puzzle, Claude. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Try 7. Just the number 7. Proposed building expansion. Try. I've been trying, damn it. I've been trying every day out here. I'm trying, damn it. Sauna under the freezer. The sauna is under the freezer. Pigeon housing, it's not as high up as it could be, but it is up. Community garden, keep off the grass. I don't know if that's just a joke about the fact that it's community garden, or if it's supposed to be saying that you're keeping it off the ground, in which case it is. Kitchen for that perfect over easy egg, not really a hint at all. Penthouse towards the top, it is. Weight room towards the bottom, it is. Nursery separate to keep volume down. Separate to what? I don't know, but it's pretty far up and away from everything else. Which subculture do you like or know the most about? What do you mean by subculture? Like subculture within like a country, or subculture is in like an internet subcultures? Because I know a lot about gaming and anime culture. Societal subcultures, I don't know. Maybe the organics culture. Know a lot about organic foods and the people that eat it. And a centralized main exit once you're all done. What is this in reference to? 87352. What is that in reference to? It must be in reference to something. So these are the instructions I found, right? That's, yeah, okay, that's the instructions. You probably need to read the books you haven't read to understand these codes. I guess I should, but like all the books I've read so far, I've had nothing valuable in them. Except for, you know, lore and stuff, but like... By the way, it's creepy that this painting is like still lit up, even when the rest of the room is dark. It's like it has its own lighting. I guess you're right, Yusuf. I have no idea what else to do, so I should at least read the books. Doesn't this... Hang on. When the exhaustion gets into my bones, it, like... Usually the closet closes and then I have to open it. Or I can knock on it, but now I can't. Now I can open the door, no problem. I'm gonna take a bath. I can take this. So many items I can't take that I always think there's like a puzzle piece attached to the things that I can pick up. I can take this sponge too. What else can I take from in here? This soap? Why can't I pick up so many items in here? You have a nice dream. Someday you might dream without ending, but not today. So you're a postal worker. Deliver the post. Fuck. Fun game? It is a fun game. Hopefully I'll be able to figure out what to do in it, besides delivering the mail. What do we got today? Mail to Drag Shallow must be stamped, return to center. Mail to Duluth Hills must be stamped, then shredded. Damn! Okay, we stamp it, then we're going to shred it. Drag Shallow is returned to center today. So, most of the people in town are not even getting their mail today. This is going to be a busy day, isn't it? I can tell because we're already getting a shit ton of mail right at the beginning of the day. It's coming in as I'm stamping. More is coming in. I swear, on the days that like there's some fuckery with the mail, it just means I have more work the next day because everybody tries resending their shit, don't they? Wouldn't they? Wouldn't that just make sense? Like all these people whose shit I'm about to shred, they're just gonna send it again the next day. Oh, that was wrong. Shit. There's already more. Get your shit shredded, bitch ass. Yeah, I know. I know. At least I don't have to sort this. I just like get into the truck later. Everything's going to Whistvale today. I almost didn't scan that. I almost forgot to scan that. Duluth Hills. Okay. So I don't have to shred the packages, right? Just the letters. Is that it for packages? Seems like it. Put that there. Put this here. I'm on fire today! Oh, there's so much mail already. Oh my god, there's so much mail coming in today. Holy shit. Fucking! I just got up! I don't know how to have to do this right now, but I'm going to. Okay. Alright. What other upgrades can I afford at this point? Patch the holes in the truck bed. Oh, that's actually huge. I should save up for that. Okay, puzzle. Puzzling, puzzles. Okay, so I should read the books I didn't read. Princess of Mars. I read one of these books, didn't I? The writing in this book is faded and illegible except for the following package. What's up, Preston? Predictions on where One Piece is heading? I don't know. Any attempts to try to understand where Oda will send the story next are futile, the way I see it. I think it's going towards the One Piece, if I was to guess. I'm back from grabbing food. What'd you get? I opened my eyes upon a strange and weird landscape. I knew that I was on Mars. Not once did I question either my sanity or my wakefulness. I was not asleep. No need for pinching here. My inner consciousness told me as plainly that I was upon Mars as your conscious minds tell you that you are upon Earth. You do not question the facts. Neither did I. I found myself lying prone upon a bed of yellowish, moss-like vegetation which stretched around me in all directions for interminable miles. I seemed to be lying in a deep, circular basin, along the outer verge of which I could distinguish the irregularities of low hills. It was midday. The sun was shining full upon me, and the heat of it was rather intense upon my naked body, yet no greater than would have been true under similar conditions on an Arizona desert. Here and there were slight outcroppings of quartz-bearing rock which glistened in the sunlight, and a little to my left, perhaps 100 yards, appeared a low, walled enclosure about 4 feet in height. No water and no other vegetation than the moss was in evidence, and as I was somewhat thirsty, I determined to do a little exploring. Springing to my feet, I received my first Martian surprise. For the effort, which on Earth, which it would have brought me standing up great, carried me into the Martian air to the height of about 3 yards. I alighted softly upon the ground, however, without appreciable shock or jar. Now commenced a series of evolutions which even then seemed ludicrous in the extreme. I found that I must learn to walk all over again, as the muscular exertion which carried me easily and safely upon Earth played strange antics with me upon Mars. Instead of progressing in a sane and dignified manner, my attempts to walk resulted in a variety of hops which took me clear of the ground a couple of feet at each step and landed me sprawling upon my face or back at the end of each second or third hop. My muscles, perfectly attuned and accustomed to the force of gravity on Earth, played the mischief with me in attempting for the first time to cope with the lesser gravitation and lower air pressure on Mars. I was determined, however, to explore the low structure which was the only evidence of habitation in sight, and so I hit upon the unique plan of reverting to first principles in locomotion, creeping. I did fairly well at this, and in a few moments had reached the low encircling wall of the enclosure. There appeared to be no doors or windows upon the side nearest me, but as the wall was but about 4 feet high, I cautiously gained my feet and peered over the top upon the strangest sight it had ever been given to see. The roof of the enclosure was of solid glass, about 4 or 5 inches in thickness, and beneath this were several hundred large eggs, perfectly round and snowy white. The eggs were nearly uniform in size, being about 2 1/2 feet in diameter. 5 or 6 had already hatched, and grotesque caricatures which sat blinking in the sunlight were enough to cause me to doubt my sanity. They seemed mostly head, with little scrawny bodies, long necks, and 6 legs, or, as I learned afterward, 2 legs and 2 arms with an intermediary pair of limbs which could be used at will either as arms or legs. Their eyes were set at the extreme sides of their heads, a trifle above the center, and protruded in such a way that they could be directed either forward or back, and also independently of each other, thus permitting this queer animal to look in any direction or in 2 directions at once without the necessity of turning the head. I don't think that's going to help me with my puzzle, I'll be honest. Luffy kisses Zoro and blushes. I got chicken wings and pizza. That sounds good. It's messed up that most of the media I like is older than me. I probably shouldn't have done that considering I cooked my sister a few hours ago. It's never too late for some chickens and pizza. We made rice, grilled fish, lobster, shrimp, and crab with some gravy. That does sound good. We also made hibiscus juice, which is something I haven't had in a long time. Unfortunately, I got greedy and drank most of it, and my sister took the rest to work. I love Jamaica, which is like hibiscus tea. It's super good. I don't think I've ever had hibiscus juice, though. Not like concentrated juice. I think Jamaica is more diluted. Antigone? The writing in this book is faded and illegible except for the following passage. Ismene? What life for me without my sister here? Creon, say not that thy sister here, thy sister's dead. Ismene, what wilt thou slay thy own son's plighted bride? Creon, aye, let him raise him seed from another fields. Ismene, no new espousal can be like the old. Creon, a plague on trolls who court and woo our sons. Antigone, O Haimon, how thy sire dishonors thee. Creon, a plague on thee and thy accursed bride. Chorus, what wilt thou rob thine own son of his bride? Creon, 'tis death that bears this marriage, not his sire. Chorus, so her death warrant, it would seem, is sealed. Creon, by you as first by me, off with them, guards, and keep them close. Henceforward let them learn to live as women use, not roam at large. For even the bravest spirits run away when they perceive death pressing on life's heels. Chorus, thrice blessed are they who never tasted pain. If once the curse of heaven attaint a race, the infection lingers on and speeds apace. Age after age, and each the cup must drain. So an Antessian blast from Thrace downpour, sweep o'er the blackening main and whirl to land. From ocean's cavernous depths his ooze and sand, billow on billow thunders on the shore. On the Days to day I see descending woe upon woe from days of old some god laid on the race a malazan and his rod scourges from age with sorrows never ending. The light that dawned upon its last born son is vanished, and the bloody axe of fate has felled the godly tree that blossomed late. O Oedipus, by reckless pride undone, thy might, O Zeus, what mortal power can quell? Not sleep that lays all else beneath its spell, nor moons that never tire untouched by time. Throned in the dazzling light that crowns Olympus' height, thou reignst king omnipotent sublime. Past, present, and to be, all bow to thy decree. All that exceeds the mean by fate is punished, love or hate. I didn't really process anything I just read. It's something my native country fucking excels at making together with baobab trees. You should look up what they look like. Baobab trees. That's a wacky looking tree. This motherfucker's straight as hell. Look at this thing, guys. Look at this dude. Ain't no bend in that thing. Crazy. I do like the current Dawn to Dawn arc. I'm curious to see where it goes next. I have faith in Tatsu and his ability to cook. And I will continue to say let him cook until I'm proven to think otherwise. Ye of little faith can stay on your side of no faith. Unpopular opinion, Jeanette McCurdy makes the show makes the show iCarly. You should read iCarly's memoir if you haven't already. What's it called? I'm glad my mom died. I'm glad my mom died. Yeah, I'm glad my mom died. Really good book that will forever make iCarly a hard show for you to watch, if you're anything like me. Arms and the Man. The writing of this book is faded and illegible except for the following passage. I think I read this book, but I can't remember. No, I did. I did read this one. Didn't I? Yes, The Chocolate Cream Soldier. I definitely read that book. Dr. Doolittle's Post Office. Did I read this one? The writing of this book is faded and illegible except for the following passage. They can't see the lighthouse and they know what danger they're in. That must have some significance, right? But what? I don't know. Should I get the record player? I can afford it, right? Yeah, I'll get the record player. Do I get it now or I have to wait for tomorrow? Ah, I get it now. Sounds of Carnum 1. Is this just going to be like a droning sound? What am I doing again? Drag shall return to December to Loth Hills must be shredded. Drag shallow return to sender. Yeah? Yeah. So low still needs to be stamped, it just needs to be shredded. Holy shit, so much mail came in while I was reading those books. Time flies when you're reading a nice book. Am I right, folks? Okay. Return to sender. Wistfail. Shredded. Wistfail. Wistfail. Sender. Wistfail. Shredded. Shredded. Sender. Wistfail. 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 Nice! I'm a mail sorting machine! Why can't I move this? Why can't I move that? How do I solve this shit? I can't figure it out, for God's sake. The trees produce a fruit that has a shell that has really itchy hairs, but once you get through that, man, that white goodness tastes so good. And I'd love to try that. Teaching a 10-year-old to calorie control and make her work 12 to 14 hours a day must be hellish. She makes a few jabs at Dan. Deserved jabs. I didn't know she had beef between her and Ariana Grande because I always thought Ariana was a saint. I mean, she does a good job of maintaining that image through her, how she presents herself publicly. But you should always remember that you don't know everything about celebrities. Just because you think you know what kind of person they're like doesn't mean you do. And in fact, they're probably not at all like what you think they are. Always remember that, including me. Don't ever make the mistake of thinking you know me. I'm a monster behind the scenes. And in front of the scenes, to be fair. Jacob's War. I didn't see this book before. The writing of this book is faded and illegible except for the following passage. It would be foolish to vex the more with questions. See, these like single passage books do kind of feel like some kind of hint. I read this, right? Yeah, I read this. I'm going to wait for it to get late enough for this door to close. And I'm going to try knocking on it again and seeing if anything happens. I do have to try punching in the phone number or this number on the phone. I don't think it's going to do anything, but I have to at least try it. Being an actor that requires to maintain a model-like physique at a young age is something I have nightmares about. It's unethical. And the people that perpetuate it should be shamed. He is. I have to pay him to work on his streams. I wouldn't do anything if I wasn't getting paid. Let me tell you that. Maybe if I throw these hard enough, they'll break. Okay, the door should have shut now. Why can't I knock on it anymore? I can't relentlessly knock on the door anymore. Who even are you, Mac? Have you been faking gay this whole time? Faking gay? So wait, you're not a gay dom a monster. Guys, I'm so sorry. I have to come out as straight. I know some of you won't support me anymore when you find out that I'm straight, but I have to be true to myself. I swear the body standards only apply to women only because they don't mind any body types of boys/men, but for the women, it's always conditions that that be conventionally attractive. I mean, that's 100% true. Men face significantly less, not to say none. Let's not pretend it's none, but significantly less appearance pressures than women do. Of all kinds, not even just celebrities. What other music do I have? Jupiter's Symphony. Let's hear it. Oh, fuck. There's so many things now. Mail. Send blank mail to anywhere. Mail to the Loth Hills must be returned to sender. Letters to Dragshall must be open. Oh, Jesus. It's getting... Dragshallow, right? Duluth mail is getting returned. Oh God, there's so much mail already, and I'm getting slowed down by all the modifiers. Go in the... I didn't say it yet. Oh Christ! I'm really slowing down. The song is annoying. I want to turn it off, but I'm too busy stamping. I don't have time to stop the music. I just saw another letter come in as soon as I... No! Stop! Stop sending letters! Please! I can't do it anymore! Give me something else to listen to. What do you want? Busy day! That was quite the line to get up to the service window. I'm just incredibly popular. Well, I won't be taking up too much of your time then. I have a few letters to send out. Here you go. Have a good rest of your day and take care. Thank you for all the letters. I will say in the cishet space is not about the physical, but emotional / behavioral is loaded for men. That is true. For sure. I'm mostly listening to the stream and thought you said there were too many males around right now. I mean, that's true too. There's too many men. Can we shoot them all out of a cannon just somewhere? Doesn't matter where. Mac, remember the Ariana eating her toast just licking her feet Nickelodeon video? Absolutely disgusting. I mean, I don't remember it. Like, I couldn't call its memory, but I know that it exists. You're not going to get me to admit to anything weird. All right, I need to find somewhere to send this. Doesn't matter where. All this is getting it. Aldous is gonna get a lot of mail, let me tell you. All the blank mail is going to Aldous. From now on, I've decided. Okay, now I got to do packages, and then I have to sort the truck. Please, no customers today. Not a one. I don't want any. Duluth Hills is returned to sender, not Drag Shallow. Drag Shallow letters have to be open, but not packages. I'm a mailed stamping machine, motherfucker. You motherfuckers. I'm a machine. Did you see that? Oh my God, I'm already ready. Oh, there's no letters. I thought for sure I'd have like a half stack of letters by now. Okay. We got a minute. There they are. God damn it. Thank God I can stamp over it, because I stamped those wrong. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up with all of this. And on top of that, I still gotta solve the fucking Switch puzzle. And I don't know what to do there. I don't got a goddamn clue. How does it not work? How does it not work? God damn it, I need to know why it doesn't work. Is there anything on top of these boxes I should know about? There's something I'm missing. There's something I'm not seeing. I'm telling you, there's something I'm not seeing. It's gotta be out there somewhere. There's something I'm missing. I don't know what the fuck I'm missing, but I'm missing something, goddammit. I am. I'm telling you, I am. I'm fucking missing something, I tell you. Maybe the letters I'm not reading right now that I could be reading would give me some kind of hint. No, don't give me the thing. I'm not done sorting. Did I have one customer today? That's crazy. It's a good thing because I had a fuck ton of mail to sort. Is there anything on these shelves that I can pick up? I know most of it's nailed down. Huh? Can I read all these books? Oh, holy shit, there's a ton of books in here. How long are they? Oh, there's so much book to read. Maybe we pick like one book a day for me to read until I get through them all. Read the books, Mac. I will, but I don't want to read them all back to back. My voice will give out. The writing of this book is faded and illegible except for the following passages. Prince Andrei, who had thought it was all the same to him whether or not Moscow was taken as Smolensk had been, was suddenly checked in his speech by an unexpected cramp in his throat. He paced up and down a few times in silence, but his eyes glittered feverishly and his lips quivered as he began to speaking. If there was none of this magnanimity in war, we should go to war only when it was worthwhile going to certain death as now. Then there would not be war because Pavel Ivanich had offended Mikhail Ivanovich. And when there was a war like this one, it would be war. And then the determination of the troops would be quite different. Then all these Westphalians and Hessians whom Napoleon is leading would not follow him into Russia and would not go fight in Austria and Prussia without knowing why. War is not courtesy, but the most horrific thing in life, and we ought to understand that and not play in war. We ought to accept this terrible necessity sternly and seriously. It all lies in that. Get rid of falsehoods and let war be war and not a game. As it is now, war is the favorite pastime of the idle and frivolous. The military calling is the most highly honored. But what is war? What is needed for success in warfare? What are the habits of the military? The aim of war is murder. The methods of war are spying, treachery, and their encouragement. The ruin of a country's inhabitants, robbing them or stealing to provision the army, and fraud and falsehood theme military craft. The habits of the military class are the absence of freedom, that is, discipline, idleness, ignorance, cruelty, debauchery, and drunkenness. And in spite of all this, it is the highest class respected by everyone. All the kings except the Chinese wear military uniforms, and he who kills most people receives the highest rewards. They meet as we shall meet tomorrow to murder one another. They kill and maim tens of thousands and then have Thanksgiving service for having killed so many people. They even exaggerate the number, and they announce a victory, supposing that the more people they have killed, the greater their achievement. How does God above look at them and hear them? Exclaimed Prince Andrei in a shrill, piercing voice. Ah, my friend, it has of late become hard for me to live. I see that I have begun to understand too much. And it doesn't do for a man to taste of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Ah, well, it's not for long, he added. However, you're sleepy and it's time for me to sleep. Go back to Gorky, said Prince Andrei suddenly. Oh no, Pierre replied, looking at Prince Andrei with frightened and compassionate eyes. Go, go! Before a battle one must have one's sleep. Out, repeated Prince Andrei. He came quickly up to Pierre and embraced and kissed him. Oh, they got Yowie in here. Goodbye, be off, he shouted, whether we meet again or not. And turning away hurriedly, he entered the shed. It was already dark, and Pierre could not make out whether the expression of Prince Andrei's face was angry or tender. For some time he stood in silence, considering whether he should follow him or go away. No, he does not want it, Pierre concluded. And I know that this is our last meeting. He sighed deeply and rode back to Gorky. On re-entering the shed, Prince Andrei lay down on a rug, but he could not sleep. I don't like following people's non-evidence biased beliefs, but the feet fetish opinions like the feet fetish, but I really do believe Dan has that shit. I mean, I think so too. Mac, who do you think will win in a fight? Slowpoke Rodriguez, Speedy Gonzalez, Bomb the Bomb, or Jerry's cousin? Definitely Jerry's cousin. Saw Victoria Justice on Kai Sinat's stream, and I don't believe how much she hasn't changed. The poor woman lost her career to scandals. Was it scandals? Bomb the Bomb literally has the power of the atom bomb, I believe. I don't know who these characters are. Wait, are all these Tom and Jerry characters? I know Speedy Gonzalez, obviously. Is Jerry's cousin just Jerry's cousin from Tom and Jerry? The other two, I don't know. War and Peace. Okay, I've read that book. There's... Oh god, there's so many books. Are any of these duplicates or are these all books Jesus Christ, it's a lot of fucking books. No, no, don't do it to me. Don't take me, I don't want to go. Oh my god. Oh, I clipped through the wall somehow. Favorite Demon Slayer character, Mac? My favorite is Inosuke, because he's not more complicated than he needs to be. He's just a goofy comic relief character, and that's all they have him be. Slowpoke Rodriguez is from Speedy Gonzalez, and Bomb the Bomb is from Tom and Jerry. He was a mouse that was experimented on and now has the power of bombs in him. We'll just splash some water on him, then he won't be able to explode anymore. Favorite Attack on Titan character? I don't know.
See, this is the kind of performance I expected from the start. I suppose it's a good thing you made it here at all, but you sure took your time.
What the fuck are you talking about? I've been doing a killer job since day one. Favorite character from Attack on Titan? Maybe Gabby? Not Gabby. Sorry, that's wrong. Peak Finger. I don't know. I don't feel particularly attached to any of them. Was that my week? Did the week end? Oh, yeah, the week ended. $500 bonus, baby! Fuck yeah! I don't really have anything else I can do in here that I know of. Obviously, I can get into Amon's room, but I already collected the letter that's in here. Is there anything else in here? Is there anything in these drawers? Nope. Nothing in those drawers. Anything in the chair? He's got a spooky painting of a person's brain being evicted. Do you know who Frankie's father is? Yes, I do. Other than Frankie, favorite One Piece character. My favorite character other than Frankie. I'm not sure. Frankie's a strong favorite, I'd say. Favorite character other than Frankie. I'm sure I have one. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the like 1,000 characters in One Piece that exist. Buggy! That's it. No, that's easy actually. Buggy. Definitely Buggy. You seem like a Zoro lover, Sanji hater type of guy. I am not. I like them both. I wish Sanji was written differently at times, but I like them both. What if I use a Mons key on the door? A door has opened somewhere. Okay, opening the closet with Amon's key didn't do anything.
Good morning, rookie. All rested up and ready for your big first day?
Hell, here we are again.
You've been selected to fill a permanent position at our state-of-the-art Westvale branch.
Was I at Westvale before?
My name is Liv. I'm over at the main branch, and I'll be doing everything I can to make sure you're the best postal worker you can be. How does that sound?
Let's go on with it. Get on with it.
Wonderful. I think we're going to get along splendidly. Would you look at that? Nearly time to open.
Difference between Sanji and Zenitsu, or will you be a hypocrite, Mac? So, I like that you are immediately suggesting that if I were to defend Sanji, I am a hypocrite. As if there's no nuance in this discussion whatsoever. But fine. I'll take your rage bait. It's different. It is different. Because Sanji doesn't only exist as a perfect character who's super annoying. He actually does things. And doesn't sexually assault women. He's a weirdo, but he doesn't touch them unwanted. And he, it's A or B, Mac. And there's more to his character than just that. He is more than just a pervert character. For Zenitsu, that's all he's got. He's just a pervert and a coward. That's all he's got. That's his entire character summed up in 2 words. With Sanji, there's a little more depth there than that.
I'm sending Amon over to give you... The fresh air would do him some good. And
Amon can suck
so
eggs.
Excited to see you again. Splendid. I'll send him in the meantime. Keep in mind and if it ever gets to be too... Good luck.
She's mentioning that it was your choices thing. What is this? What about the body swap and Punk Hazard? He consented to touching his own body, didn't he? I don't want to argue with you guys on this. I don't care about this discussion. Stop making me fight about anime bullshit. The worst part about being an anime video creator is having to engage with the anime community. Because these are the dumbest arguments ever. And I don't want to have them. Anyway, I'm going to call it here, guys. I'm going to go make some tea and some dinner. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll catch you on Saturday for another one. Possibly another Letter Lost stream. I might move on from this game because I don't know if I see it really going anywhere. We'll think about it. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.